EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the BioWare Classic. Hello again and welcome. Rich Slaughter alongside my colleague Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. Getting set to go at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club. We're located along the St. Johns River in the great state of Florida. All set to go. We take you to the first hole. Frank, you've been there so many times. Really nothing like the first tee of a brand new championship.
The thought of the unknown. The beauty of sport, you and the golf course. Doesn't get any better, Rich.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
This has really been a challenge all day long with these winds coming from different directions, changing speeds. It's gone from 15 upwards to 25 miles per hour. Really a test for the players.
Ah, nice.
Looks good. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. This looks like it's going to find the target.
That is how it's done right there. What an approach shot. This one just requires a little bit of focus.
Sneaks that in. We're now tied.
Oh, first place.
Now to the second, par 3, 225 yards.
Dude, I gotta show you the craziest shot I just did. I can't show it to you right now, though. Hole in one. From like 300 yards. No bounce, no nothing. It went right in the fucking hole.
Wow, Frank, he is
That was amazing.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Frank going for another.
I'm gonna come knock on your door in a little
Just
bit and
to get
show
on
it
a
to you.
real
It's
roll.
fucking crazy.
That drops for another birdie. 2 in a row to start the round. We're at the third hole now at the Wetlands. It's a par 4, 460 yards. Frank, you watched the Web.com Tour event down here, and what'd you see when the young bombers came to this hole?
Oh, this is a hole they just love, Rich. You know, it's flat, it's long, and it's straight, so they just tee it up, aim it straight at the green, hit it as hard as they can. And some of these guys were just going in with an 8 or a 9 iron. It's quite amazing. And of course, when you go with an 8 or a 9 iron into this hole, you look at 3 more often than not.
Second shot. Good look at the green. Stuck the follow-through right there. This could be really good. Just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Impressive. Moves to 3 under for the tournament with that birdie. And we pick up action at the 4th. As we catch up with today's featured golfer, we have already seen some excellent play. Frank, what are some of the keys to keeping this early momentum?
Basically just trying to do the same things. We're seeing good driving, good approach play, and very good speed on the green right now. Keep doing the same thing.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Perfect roll right there.
Anything other than a rookie. Great stroke.
Good look now at the 5th hole here at the Wetlands, par 5, and it's a good one, 635 yards. Excellent drive right there, Frank.
Circa 310.
Nice position, short grass, second shot. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Oh, come on, bro. You got to be
That's
kidding.
an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's formality now.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Once considered the best player at the college level, our featured golfer makes birdie, sitting comfortably inside the cut line. Well, Frank, round one in the books. Look who's on top of the leaderboard.
And that's with some strong play today. They don't really need to look back. Strong play heading into the second round tomorrow.
Yo, check this out. happened to me one time playing this game. I don't. Normally it'll bounce off the green and roll in. All right. Sorry to keep y'all waiting.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the BioWare Classic.
Well, here we are at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club. We're located along the St. Johns River in the Sunshine State, Florida. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. Frank, what stands out when you look at the wetlands?
The swampland, the gators, really it's a good driving golf course, Rich. Not a lot of fairway bunkers in play here at Wetlands, but if you drive the ball well here, you really can get a good score out here at Wetlands. They play the web.com here every now and again, so we've seen some good scores over the years, but always fun to be playing in Florida. Sun on your back, warm golf conditions.
This one's sweet, Frank. Super. Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Just a well-played approach shot right there. Only about 10 feet away and a good look at birdie here. And this would be nice. 2 straight birdies.
And he has it for birdie.
Moving to the 16th hole here at the Wetlands, 455-yard par 4, and you can see, Frank, that green is heavily guarded.
And consequently, you're really going to have to judge that second shot. Know your yardage, and also good strikes required to safely keep the ball on the putting surface. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Well, those are good numbers right there. 320. 320 yards, just crushed it in the fairway. Good swing, good shot yet again. No doubt they'll be happy with that shot. Well played. These putts keep the round together.
Rich, that just adds insult to injury to the rest of the field. Another birdie, and the gap even wider.
A sensational performance. Par 3 17th, Frank, it's 238 yards.
There's still a chance for birdie here, though. Green shape's a little bit to the player's right, so a nice high draw coming in here. Even finding the middle of the putting surface will give you a chance to putt to really any position on this green.
Ready for a second shot, trying to knock it on the green.
Another good swing. Another good approach shot.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Almost.
Oof.
Wow. That's just a poor putt right there.
Damn,
No other way to
come
say
on,
it. And a
yo.
drop shot, a bogey at 17. So a tester from 4 feet.
In this situation,
Oh!
it's not all that bad. It
It's
still
caught
has
in
the
my
lead.
leg, bro. What the fuck?
Well, this is it, Frank, the 18th hole. And on paper, it looks like you can get this one. You can make a birdie because it's only 377 yards.
You're exactly right, Rich. Just a nice drive. Doesn't even have to be a driver here. It's going to set you up really short iron wedge into this short par 4. And I always like to finish on a birdie. I know you do too, because a little walk to the clubhouse there on the left, maybe a hot dog or a hamburger.
Chance to get it close here. Frank, you played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself it is an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit, given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
You like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy?
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more. Well, Rich, 2 rounds in the books, and it's easy to see why the leaders are on top of that leaderboard.
Excellent performance, but still a long ways to go in this tournament. EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the BioWare Classic. Getting set for all the action on what my idol Vin Scully would have said was a beautiful afternoon here in the Sunshine State. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. Getting ready at Wetlands Golf and Country Club. An interesting layout, Frank. The players are ready to go. And what are you thinking about as you get set to tee off?
Well, you're thinking about you're going to play a long golf course, sort of mid-7,000 yard range. But this is a golf course that you actually do get to hit your driver more often than not. So it's a good driving golf course. Green's relatively flat as well, but be careful if you're a little weak of heart. Look left or right, you might see the odd gator or two.
Oh, that's way too far.
It was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Shut up.
Third shot.
Don't talk
Looking
to me
for a
like
good
that.
one.
I got this. Okay, enough today. Send
That
him
is
love.
a tremendous shot right there.
Send him love.
Nerve, had it all. And he has the bottom of the barrel. Stepping up to the tee at the first par 5 on this back 9. It's the 12th, and it is 576 yards.
Yeah, this hole bends to the right, opposite direction to what 11 does. A good tee shot, and you can actually think about reaching this par 5 and 2, but anything around the front or front left is still going to leave a relatively simple pitch shot. So when you stand on that tee, think of birdie at least here.
Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball sitting up. You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here.
2 feet.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it,
Oh, for that
hit it,
eagle, baby.
and he's got it right on track. Getting set now over the putt. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now to the par 4 13th. Frank, what are the options here?
Well, another straight one required here, Rich. It's 450. It's not overly long in today's standard, but still, that fairway widens up where the longer hitters will actually hit. And bunkers, once again, short of a green. So as long as you can fly that second shot to at least the front of the green, then they really do not come into play.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320. There's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Oh, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round.
Oof. Oof.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been.
Oof.
14th hole here at the Wetlands. A dangerous par 3 comes in at 204 yards. There's some trouble out there.
And this is where you have to readjust your focus. If you start looking right or left of this green, you see all the problems that could come in and prevail. Instead, just look at that front bunker. Try and fly your tee shot over that, somewhere around the front edge of the green, maybe 3 or 4 yards on, and then the hole becomes that much easier.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Everybody loves them. Birdie on the card. The last par 5 on this golf course is the 15th. It's 590 yards. You think, Frank, this is the time to be aggressive?
Certainly is. Longer hitters must be licking their chops on this par 5. 300-plus yard tee shot, you can definitely get home.
Dude,
shorter hitters, just set it up for a nice wedge shot. But if you are going to go at this par 5 and 2, well protected by those 3 bunkers. Great Bobby Jones used to say the hardest shot in golf's the next one. Judging by that light, it's not going to be too hard.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. Powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time.
Bro.
Wouldn't say that was his best, but not bad either. On the green and with a putt. This is a long putt. Really, the key is the speed. If it drops, that's a bonus.
Oh.
Pretty good stroke right there. Just hit it through the break.
Well, it's that sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus.
Will make birdie if this drops. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Frank, in golf, there's nothing quite like the final round of a hotly contested championship, and this one could be a doozy.
And there's nothing quite like that leaderboard I'm looking at right now. We are going to have some amazing golf. This one is going to have to be won.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the BioWare Classic.
It is just an ideal day for golf. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. We're getting set for all the action this afternoon at Wetlands Golf and Country Club in Florida. And this is certainly a challenge, Frank.
It is. We really should rename it Drylands because that's the way you want to play this golf course. If you're not dry, then you are going to be wet. That swampland is just all the way around this golf course. In between it, though, is fairway. So fairway, the goal all day today.
And as always, with the state of Florida, you have to factor in the changing winds. Playing his second shot here at the par 5. That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Trying to make yet another birdie.
Oof.
Even par currently.
Good roll. Solid. That's a par. Making our move to the home stretch, the 16th. It's a par 4 and a good one at 455 yards.
And a chance to actually get a good run for the clubhouse because the holes are fairly short coming in. So good drive here. Find the putting surface. Maybe start the roll right here.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. Put a birdie on the card here yesterday, don't forget. Shouldn't be a problem here. Get in. Yes, good putt. Here we go at the 17th. It's a par 3, and it takes one good strike. That's what you like about par 3s of this length, Frank. 238 yards. Can't fake it here.
You certainly can't, and that green just shapes a little bit to the player's right. So the best shot to hit in here would be a little draw. And that is also the avenue provided by those two bunkers. One short left and the other one back right.
Frank, you've been around this game for a pretty long time. Are players, in fact, more athletic today than they were, say, 20, 25 years ago?
There's no question, Rich, they are. That we've borrowed from other sports. If you can't make the player better, you can make them more athletic. And in the end, you're still making the golfer better.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Made par yesterday. This one for birdie.
Down 2 feet.
Oh, do that.
Last hole. Here we go.
Final hole here at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club. It's par 4. It's not a long one, 377 yards. There must be some trouble out there somewhere.
Well, not really if you keep your wits about you. Just position the tee shot. You don't have to hit driver down here. Even a 3-wood's only going to leave a short iron. Keep the 3-wood 250, 260 yards. Do the math. It's only 120 yards left. With that, with a scoring club, try and get that inside 10, 15 feet. Finish with a birdie.
But if you stray, then what?
Oh, no. We don't think of straying on this hole. This is the last hole. Got to finish well.
But I'm thinking about gators. Are there gators out there?
Well, there's gator on the menu.
This is a good-looking shot. Birdie try up next. And getting ready for the putt.
Oof.
That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Just 5 feet left.
That's it, man.
A good effort, a good par putt. And that wraps up the final round. Just a great performance by our champion today.
Couldn't agree more, Rich. I think this one will have to go down in the books as an absolute classic. Fantastic play, not only in the course today, but all week long.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Pay me. It's the 11th PGA Tour title. I'm happy. I'll see y'all next time for the Career Builder Challenge. Right down there, bro. Right over there. Y'all be good.